so many reasons that we find it hard to get things done, that we put things off and we beat ourselves up for not doing them. And although we know we should do them and we need to do them, we just get stuck in our heads and overthink and build it up and make it this bigger and bigger and bigger thing. And it is just so much more painful than it needs to be. And I see this a lot with the women that I work with, and I used to have it as well. And I wanted to share the reasons behind procrastination and how this plays out and why we procrastinate and why this happens. And there's a multitude of reasons that we can get to the point where we procrastinate and we put things off and we get stuck in our heads. And the main ones and the most obvious ones and the ones that are really common are things like being judged for taking an action, doing something, especially if it's new or it's outside your comfort zone or it's something that's different to how you normally are. You might be perceived differently. People might judge you, and you're worrying about what people are going to think of you if you go and do that thing. That's a big one. Another one is this perfectionism. So all my perfectionists out there, yes, that was me as well. The perfectionism and the high expectations that we have on ourselves really can stop us from just doing something to the best of our ability, just doing something and trusting that we've done as much as we could and we've done the best job we can and we've tried our hardest. Because to a perfectionist and someone with really high expectations on themselves, that's not good enough. We've got to do it perfectly. We've got to do it right. It has to be the very best. And because that's such a high expectation to have on ourselves, when we have that, it means that we put things off because it's easier to not do it than to do it and not do it perfect. Because if we do it and then we see the ways that we've done it wrong or where we could have done it better, we are so picky with it. We tear ourselves apart and we just see that. We don't see the effort we've gone to go and do the thing, and we don't give ourselves credit for that. We just see that thing and we pick and pick and pick and beat ourselves up over the imperfection that we perceive that we've created and how we didn't do a good job. And then that cycle continues because next time we don't want to try it because last time it didn't go the way we wanted to, so it's probably going to happen again. And then that leads into also fear of failure. And fear of failure is a big one, because if we are so scared to try something because we are so worried about how it's going to feel if it fails, if we fail, then of course we're not going to want to go and do anything. We're going to hold ourselves back. We're going to stop ourselves from going and trying new things or trying things at all. There was a woman I was working with that was just so judgmental of herself and worried about stuffing things up that she wouldn't try anything. And now she's into cooking and trying new things because her perfectionism is not an issue. She's open to trying new things. Her fear of failure is gone. So she just knows that failure is a chance to learn and grow. And it's actually a good thing because you're getting closer to being able to be really good and you're building your skills and things like that. So there's lots of different reasons that we can procrastinate. And a lot of the time, what always comes down to how we see ourselves, how we think, what we think about ourselves, the judgment we have on ourselves, the perception we have on what other people are thinking, our abilities and capabilities. As if we just think we're not clever, we're not capable, we don't believe in ourselves, and we're not good at things, all these beliefs play into every time we know we need to go do something. So it's like all of these things can be there. Women can have all of them. It's not just like you just have one thing that's blocking that. But you can see the more of these things you have, the more you have to overcome every time you need to go do something. Every time you have something in your mind you want to achieve. It's like a huge wall. It is literally blocking you. And we carry so many of these as women, and we continue to push because we still have it, yet we know we have responsibilities and we know there's things we need to do. That's where we get so caught up in our head. But removing those and clearing them can mean that we can just get stuff done, and we can enjoy ourselves while we're doing it, and we can not beat ourselves up. We can encourage ourselves. That little voice in our head is not going, you can't do that. Who do you think you are? It's going, yeah, that's not a big deal. Let's go do it. Oh, that sounds fun. Because everything is going on in here that causes it to make it easy and smooth and fun and enjoyable, or hard and difficult and feeling like you've got that resistance playing out. So for all my procrastinators out there that find it hard to make a decision and then find it hard to actually take action, I'm going to give you a special offer today to help you make a decision. What I have to offer you is a 1-hour consultation with me where I will delve into what's going on in here for you and tell you all of the things that are playing out that are blocking you from being confident, believing in yourself, feeling like you've got your shit together, feeling like you have the ability to go and do things. If you have any fears around judgment, the emotions that are highly triggered, whether it be anger, frustration, anxiousness, perfectionism, overall, everything that's going on in your mind that makes life harder, that keeps you stuck in your head, that keeps you worrying and stressed and feeling not good enough. I will be able to identify those for you, see if you have any going on, let you know in my professional opinion if they are there and what they are specifically, so you can see exactly what's going on in there and you have a clear understanding of what those things are and how they're playing out for you and how it's making life so much harder than it needs to be. And then in my professional opinion, I will give you a bit of an insight into what it would look like without having those things playing out. And if it's a possibility that you're ready and that it's suitable for you to jump in and actually work with me to clear those blocks. Now, not everyone's ready and not everyone has all the blocks and not everyone's ready for change. And I don't work with people that aren't ready. However, if it is you and it is something that you are ready to work through, and I can tell you and guarantee that I can help you, then we can work together and you will be free of those in 1 month, guaranteed, and that will last. It's irreversible change. That is my guarantee to you. So I'm offering this consult. Normally this consultation is $300 for the hour. Today only, for the next 24 hours, for my procrastinators that find it hard to make a decision and put themselves first, for you, it is $97. This is an offer that I'm giving to you so that you can actually delve in and see what's going on with yourself. If you connect with anything that I'm saying today, just put yourself first. Give yourself an hour of your time. Book it in. I'll put the link here in the description. Book in a time with me that suits and delve in and see what's going on that's making life harder than it needs to be, because you can feel free of that. You can feel confident. You can feel happy. You can believe in yourselves. You can have things happening. You can just jump in and get things done without so much going on in here stopping you. Have a wonderful Saturday. I look forward to hearing from you. Reach out. I can't wait to connect.